Well, hello again. It's me, Timmy. I thought while I was on a roll and had the lighting and the background set up and things, I would talk about how cheapskates like me do studio flash. So this one is an Elinchrom Style 600S. This is my only 600. I've got 2 or 3 300Ss as well. You can get those super cheap on eBay these days because they're not all modern and don't have all the fancy features of the latest Godoxes with their HSS and their on-camera control and things, and built-in radio transmitters and all that sort of stuff. But here we go. This one does work, and I'll show you the kind of thing I do with it. You can control it from the back here with all its controls and things. You can test fire it. You might notice that this is on full and yet you only had a tiny flash out of it. That is because I've got the cable remote control plugged in. And what you do to do that is you plug it into this socket down the bottom here, rack this up to full, put this little orange switch here onto RT, which is for remote, and then you can control the thing from this, because that's racked up to full power. You can control the power from here, and also you can have proportional modelling light, and you can turn all the stuff on and off. So I can turn on the modelling light here on proportional and rack that up and down like that, or I can put it off in the middle, or I can click it over here to full like that. Incidentally, one time I put the flash on and put it up on a kind of high thing, and I forgot to take this off, so I put the modelling light on, and a couple of minutes later I kind of smelt something burning, turned round, and the smoke was pouring off one of these things, and it was beginning to melt alarmingly. So I managed to switch everything off, and the flash wasn't damaged, but I had a very strange shaped cap afterwards. Anyway, you can do all this stuff from here and that, and then also radio control. Some of the posh Elinchroms have that built in, and all these fancy new Chinese Godoxes have all that built in. But on the other hand, these things are kind of Swiss made, and they are quite good. I ran one of these for an entire day on a kind of group shoot, I think, arranged by a camera club in Portsmouth, and they had this village hall booked, and they had this dance troupe of kids who were, they came in with the parents throughout the day for sort of 10 minutes going round about 5 or 6 photographers. They had a little mini studio set up, and I was set up with a couple of my buddies, one of my buddies in that club that arranged that for me and my brother to go along with him, and we had our little mini studio, and there were 3 of us shooting. So we'd get these dancers around for 10 minutes. Some of them were like little kids and some of them were older teenagers, and we'd shoot them constantly, and there were 3 of us shooting, and these flashes just worked throughout the day with 3 of us shooting kind of intensively, and super impressed. And we had other people with their flashes breaking down, so that was good. Anyway, yes, remote control and radio control, that's what you want to know about. Doing it on the cheap. There are these little things called Yongnu, and they aren't very expensive. I'm not sure what they are new, but you can certainly buy them quite cheap used, and a pair of those will work very well. You can, on here I have a little screw-in connector to a 3.5-inch jack for this, and that will do it. This sits in the camera hot shoe. I think are we on? Yes we are, yeah. You put one of these on, you put the middle switch for transmitting and to the end for receiving, and I've got those two done, and they have little dip switches inside so you get them on the same channel. It all works rather well. Then you have also got, I'll put that light off. It's probably, I don't know what difference it makes, so I'm not seeing the picture. So here we have the same. This is a controller, and it goes with the Yongnuo 560 Mark III flashes. So those are manual only, and you can actually control the power of those. They're obviously not like proper studio flashes, but they're quite good little chappies, and you can control this from this, and you can actually set the power up. You can actually control the power from this controller, but this controller works as just a straight trigger signal as well, the same as the small thing. So that's very good. Let's see, and I usually do my lighting with a Sekonic meter. This one's an L358, which is an old discontinued one, but a lot of people like that one, and me and my brother saw one online for 120 quid one time, and so we bought it, and you just set up the ISO on there, and you've got a couple of modes. You can actually, there's a corded mode where you can connect a little sync cord to that and connect that to something else. That's not much use these days with all this radio stuff around. I used to use it for triggering. I'd connect it to a really old Nikon SB20 flash. That's the stubby little one with the kind of rounded head. And I would just hide that in a corner, and then to take my meter readings I would just fire that flash on a sync cord from that to trigger the built-in slave on the studio flash. So that was quite fun. That was before all this cheap radio stuff emerged. So yes, this has got like a corded mode and a weight mode, and I always use it in weight mode now. So I'll just put the meter in. I've just switched it off. I'll just press the thing here on the side to make it wait for a flash reading, and this is not going to work very well, but then I'll just pop it over here, sort of, and fire, and it didn't give me any result. How embarrassing. Let's try again. That's on weight mode, I think. Yes, it is. Oh yes, it gave me F9 off the background there. So there you go. It does work. So I think anything more from me would be waffle. I'll just mention about the controller. Yeah, if you see these cheap and you've got one of these, then they're worth grabbing. I was amused by this, well, perplexed I should say, by this red switch, because it didn't come with instructions, which turns the charge off. And what that enables you to do, if I try now, see, it just dumped it now has like, it won't charge up. And I think that is a safety feature, because if you've got this on a C-stand sort of, or a tall thing right up out of the way, maybe the back of this against the ceiling so you can't access and control it, which is why you're using this, it is going to be a pain to reach up and switch on and off all the time. So you can leave it running, but the thing is not like charged up and highly dangerous while it's up there out of the way, because someone else could come and fiddle with it. So, and then when you want to use it again, you just switch the control back on and oh, I've switched it off. Put your light on again, rack up the power, there you go, in proportional, bang. So there we go, that's how to do Studio Flash with old obsolete Elinchrom if you're a cheapskate like me. There we go. Cheerio for now.